morning, everybody. My name is James Diamond, and I'm here to talk about school, pretty much. So when you're in school, a lot of people they don't have the effort. They don't put in their full effort, and they don't put in assert their full energy to all the topics that they're learning. Now, I know personally for me, I'm in wildlife and conservation, so I'm very passionate about the environment. But even for me, sometimes I find myself struggling paying attention in class or even doing my homework with subjects that involve the environment and other subjects that I have to take. So for me, I like to take a break every once in a while when I get really stressed out, and I like to go out and skateboard. Skateboarding for me has been a way that I can just clear my mind and kind of relax. And then afterwards, I kind of get that runner's high. So it's kind of just like I always get a boost of energy after I skateboard, even though I'm asserting so much energy into it. Now this would help me do my homework afterwards, and it really helped me feel relaxed and stress-free, even though I have a lot of work to do. So one person who really was passionate about this learning subject is a man named Mike Kirchner. Mike Kirchner, he's an environmentalist and he's a longtime skateboarder. He's from California, and he believed that kids should find another way, another pattern of learning. Instead of having to sit in class all day and being stressed out and not really actually learning from the subjects they're learning, he thought that kids should be able to express their creativity. They should be able to find a way to be able to do what they want to do frequently in between learning the subjects that they need to be learning. So what they did, so Mike worked at a skate camp when he was about 20 years old. This was back in 2001. He worked at a skate camp with a longtime skateboarding friend named Todd Larson. So him and Todd worked at this camp as lake instructors, but it was a very big coincidence one day when they met Element Skateboard founder Mike Shirkoff. Sorry, I can't really pronounce his last name too well. But so Mike Shirkoff, he's the Element Skateboard founder, and Element Skateboards is a very big skate brand within the skate community that a lot of people are influenced by. So he founded him, and they thought that it would be a very good idea to use this learning strategy and put it to use. So this is when they created a skate camp. Now this skate camp is called Elemental Skate Camp. And I have a little video I can show you. Now this is a small video they made of the skate camp. Alright, so that was a little video of the skate camp itself. Now, this skate camp is funded by New Balance and Elemental Skateboards, and it's located in the mountains of the Sierra Nevada desert. No, not the desert, the Sierra Nevada. And what they do there is they teach kids to expand their creativity through skateboarding, artwork, and learning about the environment. So Mike really wanted people to learn about the environment, and he wanted people to give back to the environment, and he thought that the best way would not be to warn people about how we're ruining the world, but would be just to teach the youth about the wonders of the environment. Now, teaching the kids getting kids passionate about the environment at an early age really will help, because as they develop and as they grow, maybe they can find a career path in the environmental area. And that's kind of how he viewed the skate camp to be and what he wanted the results of the skate camp to be. But Mike also he also wanted kids who were in cities or in undeveloped towns or areas where they can't really travel and view new places. He wanted these kids to see the wildlife and to see the mountains of the Sierra Nevada area. He wanted kids to be able to have a chance to relax and have a chance to express what they're really passionate about. So he created a skate camp scholarship. And this scholarship is where he just would bring 25 kids from underdeveloped cities or from financially unstable homes, and he'd bring these kids to California to the skate camp where they can stay there for a whole month for free and just be kids and kind of be stress-free instead of living their day-to-day lives where they're not really focusing on hobbies or doing stuff that a kid would normally do. Instead, they're focused on maybe getting a job or making more money or having their family be stable. So he thought that if he integrated this learning system where you take a bunch of breaks and skateboard or do artwork, and then throughout the day you will also learn about the environment, but it's not really more of like a classroom setting. It's more of like the counselors will bring you out to the forest, and they'll just show you cool things and cool facts, and it would hopefully get kids to be more passionate about that subject in general and maybe pursue it when they grow older. So also with the scholarship, another thing that's been most recent, it's been about a few years now, it's been running for, Mike brings a few of his faculty, staff, and members, and they'd go around the world to underdeveloped areas, and they'd hand out clothing for kids and also skate supplies for kids. Now, a lot of people think oh, what is a kid gonna do with skate supplies if they don't even know how to skateboard, or the skate community is so small that it's kind of like a waste to even go out and hand out skateboards because nobody's really going to use them. But the thing is that Mike made sure that he would show kids how to skateboard, and he made sure that when he gave them skate supplies, that he'd tell them how to use it and how to put it together and everything. And this was in hopes that he could get kids into skateboarding, not as much as help kids out who do skateboard and don't have the supplies, but he really wanted to get kids into the act of skateboarding. And this was mainly because he wanted kids to find a hobby in these underdeveloped cities where they can kind of clear their mind and feel stress-free. He was upset. He said, I remember in an interview, that he wished that he could bring every single kid from these areas to the camp. But since he can't, this is the next best solution, is to just bring this camp to these kids, or as much as they can to these kids. So that's what they've been doing for the past few years, and he said that he's been finding very successful results with it. So the faculty at Elemental Awareness Foundation, they believe that a person's environment holds a huge influence on their character and who they're going to be in the future. They want to allow kids to grow up in a negative environment. Instead, they want to bring a positive environment into their lives, and hopefully it could change for the better. In conclusion, I hope Mike Kirchner and Todd Larson are still running the foundation, and they're trying to provide kids the best environment that they can. Since 2008, the foundation has been running, and it's been for about a decade now. So hopefully it'll be more years to come. Thank you.